Rain has fallen upon Woodland World, leaving everything soaked, including this downy woodpecker who is now looking for insects to eat. He is not the only wet bird. There is also a wood thrush. Like the woodpecker, it also eats insects, but searches for them in leaf litter instead of wood. On the ground is a moth that is likely this species. And here is a male northern cardinal. Not far away is a Carolina chickadee. It is holding on to some food with its feet and pecking into it. Back on the forest floor is a trail of ants. Believe it or not, there are actually roaches native to this forest. The rains have stopped and the water has either evaporated or got soaked up by a plethora of plants, many of which are in bloom. Hiding in the plants are predators like this spider and a ladybug larva. Near an opening is another northern cardinal, except unlike the one from earlier, it is a juvenile. Over here are two eastern towhees. The one that is still here is immature. Even though it left the nest, it still hangs out with its parents. Up in a tree is another family, a family of downy woodpeckers. They are actually the smallest woodpecker species in North America. Nearby are some tufted titmice. They are very vocal birds. Moving around further up this hill is an eastern gray squirrel. This moth is likely a pale beauty, and on the ground is a butterfly called a mourning cloak. During this time of year, they are usually dormant because unlike most butterflies, they spend the winter as adults and survive off of tree sap. But this isn't the only strange insect around. Here is a cuckoo wasp. Adults like this one drink nectar, but they lay their eggs in the nests of other insects. There, the larvae eat the host and emerge out of the empty nest as an adult wasp. Meanwhile, up in a wire is a non-native female house finch and a mourning dove. Today is the last day of spring. A bumblebee is collecting pollen from a black cohos. Another one is on a common milkweed. And here is a strange looking insect that is likely this species. Within the forest is a small opening with downy skullcaps growing in it. Nearby on a rock on the highest point of the property are some walking ferns. Much further down is an area home to a baby eastern cottontail rabbit. Like most rabbits, they eat plants and especially like young shoots. Also, they digest their food twice, with one simple stomach unlike cattle. The eastern cottontail is one of around 18 cottontail species that can be found throughout North and South America. Unfortunately, these rabbits usually have a short life of less than 2 years. This is mainly because a lot of predators prey on eastern cottontails. However, they can live to be 5 years old. Summer has finally come. This is a northern house wren. It was only in 2024 when the house wren was split into 7 different species. The southern house wren, the northern house wren, and 5 species in the Caribbean. And here is a gray catbird. There are also many other birds here, like Carolina chickadees, American robins, tufted titmice, red-eyed vireos, mourning doves, and white-breasted nuthatches. They move the way they do thanks to a backwards-facing big toe that allows them to grip onto tree bark. On the ground is an assassin bug in this genus. There are other insects here like this striped hair streak and a wheel bug nymph feasting on a lightning bug. It is interesting how in the West there are around 21 different chipmunk species, but in the East there is only one. This is probably because in the West there are a bunch of different habitats. A mother hairy woodpecker is feeding an overgrown baby male. Today is a very foggy and wet day. But there are still birds like this cardinal, and a species of woodpecker called a northern flicker. These woodpeckers like open areas. On a leaf is a moth called a grape leaf folder. But anyway, thank you for watching this video to the end. I hope you enjoyed it and have a great day.